Incoming Neo charts.
Just stumbled onto this amazing chart that took my breath away. It's Neo versus the dollar. This rally from this low point touched all the way back in over a year ago. So it rose all year until it finally peaked on this green 9. Well, it peaked on the 8, hit a 9, and turned around, which is common with 9s, and fell. That was in January. So it's fallen since then, right down to around this support level. Although it didn't touch it completely, it did manage to reach the support created by all this long set of tops here. And then it seems to have turned around. But why? How do we know it's turned around? Well, I mean, you never know anything. But here we got 2 above the 1. That's the official buy point, although this one didn't work out. The rally wasn't quite, the bear market wasn't quite gone yet. So it continued down again. It got the 12 in this, the 12 on the bottom set. The 13 is what turns it around normally. So this opened at a 13. It was a 13 during this wick until it got, getting above this low is what made it not be a 13. So it was a 13 candle for a while. And now you got the 2 above the 1. So that looks good. And let's check on the weekly. See, it's just a 6, but if this didn't interrupt the count, we'd have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that would be the perfect bottom. And then I got my yellow arrow here in my code. And then if it was 9 on the TD sequential code, that's a very good possible turning point. And versus Bitcoin charts. So there's the huge rally. It doesn't go back quite as far because I guess that is back as far. I'm just on the weekly. Okay, huge rally. Pull back. How big was this pullback? Almost to 0.886, just like the USD chart was almost to that line. But you know, maybe this was rally started a little bit sooner. Or maybe later. When did the rally really start? You never know. Anyway, it didn't get quite to 88. But it did get to this top here. That's on a weekly level, and it closed 2 weeks at this level. Over here it closed the week again. Closed here, and it was resistance going up, support coming back down. And you know, once again 5, this interrupted the count, otherwise it would have been a 6. Barely a 6, barely a green 1, almost a red 6, 7, 8, 9. So on the daily, we got the 2 above the 1. I'm not quite sure what causes these arrows, but that's from the code I found. Let me check back to the weekly just to see. You do not have green numbers yet. This week, is this the new week? This is the week beginning 4-9. So this is the new week that just started, so it's having a good day. Yeah, very good day. Anyway. So shot up to here. Maybe this is resistance. Maybe it'll pull back for a couple of days, like to this support where it closed here, closed here. If it does start to pull back, it might pull back somewhere in here. This would be on the close of some prior candles. So the 61% Fibonacci line looks like a good pullback target. And then continue higher, I hope. So let's see, this is good. So what I really wanted to point out is maybe you guys will recognize this shape. Start here, draw a line like so. Back up. Have you guessed it yet? What's this? Let me know when you guess it. Cup. I'm not going to write that out. It's a handle. So giant cup and handle here. Looks really good. Double tops typically are not turning points. They're usually like short-term pullbacks. This you could say long-term, but this was long-term, so it looks pretty proportional. And that's it for this Neo chart. And don't worry, you'll hear from me again. I promise. The show must go on.